Hey, it's Containerman 68. I know I haven't done a vlog for a while. This so happens to be episode number 20, I believe. I'll check real quick. Yes, if I skip 19, I'm sorry. I'll have just dash cam footage of it. I've been busy. I actually delivered in Norton, Kansas on Wednesday. That was episode 19. Come on, people. You could have done that from the shoulder. Many people wouldn't do that. Anyway, 19 was, I had gone to, load 18, episode 18. That was when I went to Woodburn and picked up the aluminum. And that went to Norton, Kansas on Wednesday. New Age, which is food grade workbenches and stuff, which is what I buy to make my railroad tables, modular railroad tables. I will be making them. I have a design that I got with a local welder. It's 8-foot span with a set of two sets of legs, or excuse me, one set of two legs right in the center of the 8-foot. Okay, and then the next 8-foot section will splice into the end, and then have another leg at the middle mark. So then I span 8 feet. Corner modules, I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. I'll probably just go ahead and have legs here, and do a 30, not 30, maybe 32. I'll probably do a 32. That way I can get a 30-inch radius. I mean, I can do 30. Actually, I have to do 32. I have to do a 32-inch square corner module so I can get a 30-inch radius on it. The 30 bigger radiuses would look better with the longer auto racks and auto box cars, auto parts box cars. But anyway, that went to Norton, and then I had to take the truck to the shop because I had an antifreeze leak. In 5 days, I had put 3 gallons of antifreeze in it, and that morning, Wednesday morning, I actually put a gallon in before I took off, and then got up there, which is like 2 hours, and put another 3/4 of a gallon in before I took off. So a gallon before I left in the morning, and then another 3/4 after I got to Norton, and then I took it back to McPherson to get it fixed. They found the leak, so I just waited. Well, I mean, it took them 2 hours to find the leak, and then they fixed it. So I just waited around. I was there from 12:15 to 5:40. 5:40 before I got the truck back. And then Thursday, I had the PA appointment of the PA of the doctor who's going to do the surgery, which actually I met the doctor too. Seems nice guy, I don't know, mid-40s or so maybe, or yeah, probably mid-40s. And he said as of right now the surgery is going to go ahead unless they get a case of showstopper, as Sparky said. Because apparently we can't say that. You get flagged and then you get your channel deleted. Why? It's a everyday occurrence out here now. It's a bunch of BS, actually. Anyway, until we get a reported case in Hays, Kansas, the surgery is still going on for next Friday, the 27th. Found out some good news. In 2 days' time, I'll be able to take the bandages off, be able to take a shower, be able to walk around. Crutches, probably, maybe, and then a cane, and may only be out of work for 2 weeks. So I may not even claim insurance. I don't know. That's what he said. That's what the doc said. May only be out of work for 2 weeks instead of 3, which is good news. So anybody wants her, whatever. I wasn't going to say that, but anyway, whatever. So yeah, this is episode 20. I had picked up a load of pipe. Let's see, so Thursday, after the doctor's appointment, went back to Lake Cross, got my stuff going, get ready, left, drove to McPherson. Actually, before I even took off, I had to go down to the supply store and pick up 2 gallons of antifreeze because the antifreeze tank was bone dry. So I threw 2 gallons in, damn near 2 gallons in. Took off, got to McPherson, got the trailer, had to go get fuel, and then I thought, well, okay, I grabbed the envelopes. I was coming up to Hastings, which was going right by Osborne, so I decided to stop in Osborne and refill my jugs again. Okay, so either $22 for 2 gallons of antifreeze or free antifreeze. So I chose free antifreeze. So I filled up I filled up 3 jugs. I had 3/4 of one. I filled that one. I put all of them together. I actually came out with a gallon. So then I only had to fill 3 gallons, and then took off. Got up to Hastings. It was 1 o'clock this morning when I got to Hastings. Got over to where I needed to unload. Well, the dispatcher called. Says, "Are you unloaded yet?" I said, "No, I can't start till 11 o'clock." "Well, you can be sitting over there letting them unload you." Yeah, then I'd be in their way. They only have so much room for a truck. If other trucks needed to come in and deliver, or their delivery service, I don't know. I can't make, because they need the trailer. They took 6 loads today. The one that messed up was this load to Hastings because somebody couldn't do it, so I had to fill in. And of course they need my trailer, and the place in McPherson stops loading at 3 o'clock, and it's going to be 3 o'clock before I get there. So they're just going to have to stay late if, half a dozen things to do one day, or wait to do the next day and still get there at the same time. I mean, even if I was unloaded, sitting in their yard unloaded, I still could, I could have left at 11 o'clock. Well, 11:15 or 11:30, because now it's 12:16, 12:15 before I left. That was the dispatcher's complaint, is if I would have been sitting over there, they could have unloaded me, and then I took off when I needed to, instead of going over there at 11 o'clock when my time started. I still had to wait on the delivery driver. He was out on a delivery. The other guy couldn't unload me, and as soon as he got back, they started unloading me, and what took a while, I had to stop and put antifreeze in again. So another 3/4 of a gallon of antifreeze in the truck. So there's still either a leak, or the system's not fully filled up yet. Either they didn't put the antifreeze, what they drained out on Wednesday, back in. And then of course last Friday when they replaced the tank, right? The week before, no, last week. I've been in the shop so much that I forgot what they've done, other than replace the tank and fix the AC. And then the leak, and if there's still another leak, or like I said, if there's an air bubble, I don't know. It's getting confusing. And then on top of that, I'm trying to do videos, and like I said, I missed 19. I might have missed 18 too. The only thing is that you'll see dash cam footage. About the only thing I got going on for me right now is dash cam footage. I haven't done any of that, so right now you're only looking at, 2 cameras pointing out the front end, I've been catching a lot of trains, but they're off on the sides, can't really see much. I need to watch for 81. Looking for 81. Anyway, I know where 81's at. I got loop track to get up to, or loop road. Took 6 loads. Well, like I said, this Hastings load was the bad one. I didn't have time to talk to Anthony. I actually had some stuff for him. Forgot to give the stuff to Dirty Broke when we met. I totally spaced it off. the first time I met Wilmer, or actually the second time I met Wilmer, spaced it off. I even had the stuff with me. So then the third time that we hooked up, which was just for 30 minutes at the most, I gave him what I was wanting to give him the first time, or the second time. I didn't have the stuff the first time. So Rodney, if I get back over your way, I'll have the stuff. I'm giving out the business cards. I got a magnet that is my business card, and stickers. I don't have any more mouse pads. Anybody wants mouse pads, let me know. I got to get another order. Chris, I'm working. It slipped my mind. Plus that, I got another design. I'm doing another design on Vistaprint because the guy, nameless, I guess he didn't want to do them or something. I don't know. He thought I could maybe get him cheaper with Vistaprint. Problem is with Vistaprint, I don't think I can get him any size bigger than than 4X. And I am losing weight. I lost 6 pounds over the last 2 weeks last Friday, and then yesterday when I weighed again, I dropped another 2. Well, considering if I had my boots off, yes, I took my boots back off. I took everything except for my sweatpants and shorts and t-shirt off at the doctor's office last Friday, and I was 319. First I weighed with the boots on, it was like 322. So I took the boots off, and I was 319. Yesterday, when I weighed at the hospital, I didn't take my boots off, and I ended up being 317. So if I took the boots off, it would have been, 3 pounds, 314. So, can I really lose that much weight in 4 days, 5 days? Oh, damn near a week, 7 days, almost 6 days, because it was Friday last week I weighed, and it was Thursday yesterday that I weighed. So 6 days, I lost, I don't know, I mean, they're digital scales, so they gotta be accurate, wouldn't you say? And the next time I go back to the clinic, it's going to be 3 months, and that's just for my weight, my blood pressure, spot on. It was 110/72 last week Friday. Yesterday it was 130/80 something, which I think is still good, but not like the 110. Got my breakfast sitting out, getting warm, sitting in the sun here. Anyway, Vlog 2020 episode, Vlog 2020 Season 1 Episode 20. Going back to McPherson to get a load, or actually to drop the trailer off to get, actually my load loaded. Mine or Brian's, because apparently Brian, which is another truck driver, drives the blue with the silver stripes. He has to be home by Thursday as well, and I need to be home by Thursday because, like I said, my surgery's on Friday. So, yeah, and it's going to Mississippi, so you all won't, Brian won't know. Brian from Denver and Rio Grande Western, he won't know or he won't hear. He won't find out from the video. He'll find out if I text him that I'm coming down. I'm not sure where I'm going though. I need to see where I'm going before I actually tell him where I'm coming to. I know it's someplace in Mississippi. I don't know if Gulfport. I don't remember where the dispatcher said. And I'm not going to call her back because she's a little irate with me right now. Anyway, so Net. Mr. Net's live stream last night. Anthony of Hastings, or BNSF N scale. You ought to think about modeling Hastings, but now since he, I won't say, I know some news about him unless he's already told everybody, but Hastings is a really industrial area out on the east side. There's a power plant, there's an ethanol plant, there's 4 or 5 grain companies. They're building another one just outside of town, a grain company, and you could probably make a whole dang layout just from the east side of Hastings for railroad. Lots of tracks, lots of different. Well, okay, you got tank cars, you got covered hoppers, and you got box cars. About the 3 main ones. Maybe a flat car for steel, gondolas maybe for steel coils for some. I know there's a irrigation plant. Now, if they make their own tubing there, so then you have steel coils come in. Something to think about. I'm trying to figure out. My mom keeps telling me that, well, I'll never be alive. You'll never have a layout big enough to display all of the things before I die. So at the moment, the layout in the basement, which is on hold because of weather, and I think I got a track plan figured out for the truck. I need one good day to where I can actually move around a bit, and I'm either gonna buy some T-track modules for N-scale, or just make me something for the truck, and I'm just gonna have a little switching layout, and it's gonna be after the natural gas plant over at Conway, Kansas. Tank cars and a switcher. That's all it is going to be. Move some tank cars from the sidings to the loading bays, and then move the loaded ones back to the siding, and then those will disappear when the train comes in overnight. And then they'll bring in empties, and then take the loaded ones away, and then the switcher will come back and pick up the empties and move them into the loading bays. And the next night, I'll move them out of the loading bays because they'll be full. Move them back to the switching yard. Just back and forth. About basically what Jack's doing now. But anyway, okay, so I think I changed the name of the trunk, or changed the name of the sleeper again. I think I had trunk bunk lines. Trunk bunk lines. Actually, I'm doing truck bunk lines, or sleeper lines or something. Anyway, all right, so there's about 20 minutes here. All right, I need to go. So, wow, I didn't know the road went this far north and stuff. I actually need to go south. I'm going north and I need to go south. I should have went south someplace. Hopefully the road will curve back and go east again here. That looks like a cop. I need to slow down. All right, I need to go. Later. Doing some switching here. There's an ethanol plant south of us. Oh, hey, look, steel coils on flat cars without tops. This is my turn getting on. Trying to get on 81. Sorry, Nancy, I missed some windmills for you. Oh well. All right, later. That'd be the ethanol plant down there.